So we have this this antidote here to the rune in reverse. We have things coming in, things working in your favor, and already this is the antidote to this rune, where if you do things that really make you feel like you, and it can even be being around the right people, getting yourself around the right community, just spending time with people who bring out the best in you, or know who you are and can appreciate you and bring out that quality, strengthen your sense of self. So if we're in right relationship, we are very strong in our sense of self. If we're in the wrong relationships, we get weak. That's where we get this confusion. Oh, hold on a second. But anyway, we just you need to strengthen your sense of self with the right people and doing things that make you strong in who you are. And then you have everything coming to you in the physical world, forces at work for you. So this is clearing now. And then we move into Tang, which has to do with soul retrieval. And it's almost similar to this, except this is, with Tang, it's like the whole body, the whole feeling. Whereas with Dahlia, it's just like confusion. It's mental confusion that is becoming clear, and you're getting strong in your sense of self. Whereas with Tang, it's actually like your sense of home, again, coming back, and you're feeling complete in the moment and feeling good in the moment, and having sweet emotions and feeling like you're living. It's like all of a sudden you're living the time of your life. You feel completely whole. There's nothing tugging at your heart. There's nothing pulling at your mind where you're in the past, thinking about problems, or even not present in the moment, just like even thinking about things around you in the world, or focusing too much on future, trying to dream yourself out of your true circumstances. But this is just being totally happy in your circumstances and feeling complete and whole, where you are at peace with everything in the past. There's no holes in your aura, like there's nothing that is taking away from the living in the moment. And this is that you're really living in the moment and you're enjoying it. And something about your work and your service, your skills are really being recognized, and you're being successful at what you do, and you're being acknowledged and recognized for your skills and your talents. So people are coming to you and really seeing you for who you are and appreciating you, and making use of your services, or drawing on your talents. People are coming to you for what you can do, or how you can help them in some way. And then we have this paired with a rune of success and goals achieved, a position of honor. This is health and life force. So this is really in line with, it does combine these two cards, because Tang is like having your full life force and having that health and having wholeness, and having your sense of power, and feeling pure, and feeling just in your higher self, living the life of your higher self, taking the high road here. And it's combined with this sense of victory and positive success, and honor, and goals achieved, victory. So this rune is just strengthening these two cards together, and kind of it's almost like these two cards together in the one rune, in the meaning here. So what is healing? So all of this is what's going on in time. So we have right away, taking right action, doing what you need. There is this maybe a little bit of confusion or something that is getting healed. You're changing that dynamic. You're strengthening yourself. You're coming out of it, and you have incredible help from the universe, like incredible just synchronicity, magic miracles working for you with the forces of nature, and you know, the universe self-organizing around you to give birth to something that you're a part of. So you are a positive vessel for the universe right now, and then just really feeling that sense of being at peace with yourself, being at home, and being successful, and you know, just being on top of your game, being, you know, getting it all. So what is healing? What's getting better is communication, actual verbal communication. This is really important. When you have a heart-to-heart with people, you bridge yourself with other. You have this wherever there was a disconnect, there is a reconnect. There is a sharing of my cat, Chucky. Why is everybody in there? Can you come here? Sorry. A sharing of truth and an expression of self. This is really important. It not that we can't communicate in many, many ways, but this allows certainty between people. It establishes certainty. It establishes real bond. Like there, all of a sudden, it becomes real. When you know, speaking things make things more real. They establish things. So this is about establishing a bond, building a bridge between two realms of thought, or two realities are being bridged. And you know, there's agreements in communication, in knowledge and understanding that is cleared up. So, you know, this world is filled with miscommunications. Everything that we think wrong, every time we are wrong about anything, it somehow comes down to a miscommunication. It comes down to a misunderstanding about relationships, or about what the other is doing, or about something in the world around us that we don't understand. And when we get communication, heart-to-heart communication from wherever this is, all of that clears, and we understand, and we have truth, and we know. So communication is really important. And then all right, I'll tell you the card too. This is Dandelion, and it has to do with making wishes and putting your seeds out there, and being able to, you know, repeat over and over and over again what is important to you. What is, you know, what it is that you value, what it is that you want. This is really about honing in. What do you want? What is important? And Dandelion has to do with actually making what you want happen. As you communicate it, as you start communicating it to everybody, as the more and more communication you have about what you want, the closer you come to getting it. And then the people and the universe can conspire together to make these things happen. So your wishes get granted as you really put your intentions and your attention out there, and, you know, plant those seeds. So then we have this with Tiwas in reverse, which is it's about, you know, being blocked, having something blocked, and feeling like, paralysis. I'm like in paralysis now, right now. Being stuck in your mind, being stuck in your words, being stuck in your creative flow, just not, having injustice done, being unbalanced, feeling like a failure, feeling overwhelmed. It actually has to do with difficulty in communication and, conflict and, war, being at odds with people, having big confusion happening. And, even though it's difficulties in communication and mental paralysis and, being stuck and blocked in so many different ways and being out of balance, I want to say, first of all, there are people who just will never, in a million years, ever listen to the truth because they have an agenda that has to do with illusion, a self-illusion, illusion they create. A lot of times people will create a story that serves themselves that has nothing to do with reality, but to give them, some status or some credit that they really don't deserve. They're basically stealing a position. They're deceiving people. They're, fraud. They're pretending like, oh, this is reality, and, they pretend like they're confused or they really believe it, and they don't really believe it. They know they're lying, So there's some people you just cannot work things out with. You communicate with somebody who knows that they're lying, they're just going to keep lying. So there's some people, it's just not worth talking to them. I mean, there's no reason for it. So then you have to talk around them because they're useless. They need to be put in check by having other people learn your truth. And that's where I'm talking about this multiplicity. If you feel stuck and nobody's listening to you and everybody's listening to somebody else, which I see all the time. I can't tell you how many stories I'm hearing about this from other people right now. And I myself am going through this. And it seems like I'm a step ahead of everybody because I'm already almost through it. But it is very disturbing when people are not listening to you and everybody thinks, everybody believes in some illusion. And everybody's stuck. Everybody's stuck on something that's not true. And I talk about the more you speak truth, the more you live in truth, the more you stand your ground and you put those seeds out there. You make your wish. You keep talking. And a path appears. So as, like in the woods, if you're in the woods somewhere, you have to bushwhack. There's no path. You have to go through all this brush and, it's a disaster. You gotta cut your way through it. You gotta make a way through this big overgrown mess, But you do this several times, like the multiplicity here. You do it again and again and again and again, and that path will appear. And when these paths appear, if you guys know about paths in the woods, paths in the mountain, once a path appears, it appears forever. It rarely gets overgrown. Once a path is worn, it becomes solid. I mean, there are paths from thousands of years ago that are perfectly preserved. I mean, this is a path, but that path started with bushwhacking. But the more people walk it, the more people travel it, it becomes like, it almost gets cemented. It gets founded, and it is, they don't get overgrown. All of a sudden, you have a path, and that path stays forever. So this is about, okay, do it again, keep talking, keep living, keep standing in your truth. And I know it might be frustrating, to get through, it's my tea, to get through these blocks here, get out of this stagnation. But the more you keep working at it, you'll come through it, and you will create a path that will stay forever. So it's like an amazing learning experience, amazing teaching experience, you're making new pathways for humanity. You're making new pathways for community, for understanding, for intelligence, for evolution. So this is really important. And, I want to say that this is almost what is going on here. This strengthening of confusion and coming into a place of solid ground and of forming something that is really important and there to stay. So we have this healing and communication, a healing in a wish granted, but it has to do with multiplicity. And there's a healing in, okay, you've been working at something for so long, you've been standing your ground, and finally you have created your position. You have created, you have rebalanced the illusion with truth, and now people can see the truth. People can understand. So, then we have the final overall message here with Ostara and Gita. And Ostara has to do with redistribution, with society or community. It has to do with Easter. So it also has to do with fertility. And the people who have more giving to those who have less. Because there's this, with Easter, usually there's, these eggs that are filled with something or hidden, and everybody can go find them. And the gifts are given. Gifts are given with from adults to children, or with people who have more give to those who have less. It's not so much like Christmas. Christmas is a little bit like that, but Christmas is more even exchange, whereas Easter is really just like, parents give to the kids, or it's like more of a one-way thing where culture provides for the people. And Gita has to do with the song of God, and finally reaching that point in your life where you have established yourself. You have worked hard. This is also about the Brahma class, and in the Indian caste system, where you can move up. You can move from a lower caste, and you can look at them like life stages too. They don't have to be permanent for a lifetime. After you do one, you can move into the next one, and you do that one, and then you move into the next one, and finally you graduate into the Brahma class, where you have already been to your battle. You have already, proven your courage and your strength, and now you get your position of honor.